Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make a mug mock-up using an ancient iPhone 6 and Photoshop. So it's really easy to do. Most people, I've found this mug in my kitchen cupboard. It's an old Victoria plum mug, but the other side of it is blank. Now most of you guys are going to have a blank mug just sitting at home in your cupboard. So I'm going to use this mug, and like I say, I'm going to use my old iPhone. Now of course, like I say, most people will have a much newer iPhone than me with a much better camera, or you may have a proper camera at home. You don't have to overthink it too much. I am literally going to go into my kitchen right this second, take a couple of pictures there and a couple of pictures down there. I'll show you how to make one, maybe two mock-ups, so the design looks real on the mug, and then you can literally just crank out as many as you want to fill your store up with your own unique mock-ups. So I'm just going to quickly shoot over here and take a couple of pictures so you can actually see that I'm doing it on live. Okay, I just took two pictures there. I'm just going to take a couple of pictures at the end of my table. Okay, boom. Just took 4 pictures. Now, of course, I took them real quick. You may want to, if you actually do it, you may want to just stage up something that looks a bit better, or a nice little scene for your mug. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at doing it. So I'm just going to quickly airdrop these over to my laptop. Okay, so they're coming over now, and let's have a look at these in Photoshop. Okay, so with photography, majority of stuff you throw away. So this one looks fine. What I'm going to do is show you how you can make a smart layer on here, so that you can flip out your designs. You can make a mock-up PSD, and then you can flip out your designs anytime you want. So first thing I'm going to do is go File, New, and I'm going to make a canvas that is 2800 pixels by 3200 pixels. 72 dpi is fine. Just make sure you got this drop down. If you might see it in inches or centimeters or whatever, just make sure you got it on pixels there. Hit create. I'm going to unlock the background. I'm just going to do a quick color overlay on there. Red, good. And then I'm going to get this text here. Let's change that. Now this really doesn't matter too much, but I'm just going to put place art here. Oops. Okay, place art here. Let's just make it black. Not that it matters. And then I'm going to save this as a PNG file. Save as on my desktop, and I'm going to call it place art here. I'm going to save it as a PNG. Hit save. Hit OK. I'm going to come back to the mug mockup. This one looks good. Here, I'm just going to unlock the background. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to drag and drop this image in. I'm going to press return or enter before I do anything, and then over here on the layer, and if you don't see layers, just come up to window and make sure you've got layers checked. Right click somewhere on the empty area of the layer, and then click convert to smart object. Then I'm going to press Command T or Control T on Windows. I'm going to resize this and place it over the mug right here. Okay, perhaps twist her a little. Use my arrow keys to spudge it over. Down a bit. Just a tiny bit smaller maybe, like that. And then I'm going to come up to Edit, Transform and Warp. and then I'm just going to drag down in the middle a little there. I'm going to drag down at the top a bit there, just so it's kind of following this contour of the mug. A little in the middle. Okay, you don't want to overdo it. Just try a little bit, and I'm going to press return or enter when it's done. So now what I'm going to do, over here where this layer is called place art here, you see this little tiny thumbnail. Right up in the top left hand corner of the thumbnail, if I double click that, it opens this up in a new window, a new tab, sorry, within Photoshop, and you can see it's called place art here, PSB. And then I can turn this off, and then I can go and get an actual design. So let me go and grab a design. This one quite full design, and let's just grab this, drop it into the canvas. Make sure you fill up the canvas or position it where you want it positioned, and you'll just see how it looks in a moment. Press return or enter, hit close on that tab and save, and it's now placed that on there. Now maybe it looks like it could do with a little bit warping down here, so with the layer selected still, let's go edit, transform and warp again, and perhaps I'll just give it a little bit more down here. The rest of it looks pretty good. Like I say, you don't want to overdo it because otherwise it looks silly. And over that side as well, I'm just going to tweak up a little bit more. Where am I at? Transform, warp. I'm going to pull this up a little and this side up a little, so it looks like it's curving around that mug. Okay, that is pretty good. Most people are going to look at that and not really think too much of it. So then always what you can do is you can double click here, you can turn this off, you can go and grab yourself another design, and let's just grab another one. So do. Okay, it's not such a full design, so you might not see as well. Let's drag it into the center there. Close that little tab, hit save, and there you go. So anybody can make these. Anybody can make these mug mock-ups. They're really straightforward, really easy to do. It only takes a phone, and you know you would definitely put a little more effort in than what I did there. I just literally just threw the cup on the side and took the picture, but it's super simple to do. Let's see, should we do one more? What else have I got? That would be easier than that, but let's have a go. This is going to be a little bit more tricky because of the angle, and you know, if you actually have a go at this and you realize, you'll soon realize what is easier and what is not. Now this might even be a dud, but let's try it anyway. Drag it in, drag our place art here image in, press return, convert it to a smart object, Command T or Control T on Windows, resize it, drop it in here, a little bit of a twist there. Okay, then edit, transform, warp. I'm going to pull this down here. This might need a little bit more warp in the other one. This looks like it would need to go up there. This will need to go up here. There a little. Okay. Now let me grab a design and throw that in and see what it looks like. Probably not very good, but we'll see. We can tweak it up a little bit more. Oops. I want to get that other one. I like this one because it really fills the canvas, and it's got a lot of straight text on it, which gives you a good idea of that warp shape. Okay, it's not too bad. Needs a little bit more, so let's have another go at it. transform, warp. This side definitely needs to go up a little. Maybe even there. There. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Maybe a little bit more where it says they all know and everyone agrees. Perhaps that could do with going up a little bit more, but you get the general idea. Now looking out, I was kind of looking down on the top of this mug. Now this one was way easier because I'm a little bit more on that level with it. So it's nice to have a little bit of the angle, but straight away it makes it quite a lot harder when you go up too high. But a little bit of practice, you know, the process is really simple. You could crank out 10 of these. Use these if you're on Etsy or whatever. You can use your 10 images there. It wouldn't take much at all to just make your own. Now the quality I know is not outstanding. Like I say, I've got an old iPhone. Most people have a way better iPhone than me, and you probably have as well. So your phone is probably absolutely good enough to crank out these yourself. You can make them look really nice. You can set up some little scenes with some little props like the coffee pot and all that sort of stuff, and you're gonna have unique listings all day long on your Etsy store. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye for now.